Hey guys, hope you're having a wonderful day today on this beautiful, sunny, warm day. It's awesome. I love it. I wanted to talk to you, just kind of give you something to think about today. A phrase that's kind of stuck in my mind today as I was reading in Philippians a little bit today is that you can't lose. As Christians, we cannot lose. See, Paul said himself in Philippians that to live is Christ and to die is gain. So he was essentially saying that, even though he went through so many hardships and so many persecutions and so much pain in his life, he was still saying that either way, whether he lives or dies, that he wins. Because, see, as Christians, we have this renewed passion and purpose in this life. It's an amazing, beautiful thing that we get to be a part of. But at the same time, also after this life, we have a hope and a future in this incredible eternity that he's prepared for us. And I think just knowing those two things right there really will change our perspective and will really give us some peace in some of the day-to-day struggles and pain that we even have in this world. For one thing, with this new perspective that, Paul referred many times as our life and our walk as kind of like a soldier. He even said that a soldier does not get entangled in civilian affairs, but instead works to please his commanding officer. Well, that's us. We are God's children, and we are really an army that God has raised up. And even if you rewind a little bit to Ezekiel, God gave Ezekiel this vision of this valley of dry bones, which was essentially an army that had unfortunately lost its final battle and had died in this valley. And as the story goes on, you can see it in Ezekiel 37, God in this vision brings these bones back to life, breathes breath into them, and they all stand up as a vast, strong army. And that's really kind of a parallel to our life as Christians, is that we once were lost and really our souls were dead with no hope. And that's really the case with this army that he's talking about, because back then, they didn't have the medical technology we have now where, if somebody had passed away, there was still a little bit of hope that they may come back. They may have been in a coma or asleep or, whatever they may have thought. Whereas now we can kind of, if a body is dead, we can know with pretty much with certainty. But that wasn't the case back then. So really, at that moment when the bones were dry, there was no hope left. Those bodies, those people were gone. And that's really the point that we were. I mean, we were lost without any hope or without any other rescue other than Christ. And whenever Christ, come into our life, come into my life, we really are a new creation. We really are a new life. We have this clean slate, this new purpose and this new focus, this new reason to wake up in the morning. And it's really an amazing thing that we get to be a part of every day. So not only do we look at this life different, meaning that we're not so concerned about how many Instagram likes that we get or how many, friends that we may have, or that, there's so much in this world, there's so much, struggle in this fight for popularity and acceptance, which I guess those things have their place and God can use those things if you have that, but that's not our purpose anymore. We're not living for ourselves or for somebody. We're living for Christ, and whatever purpose that he places in our life is our new, again, like I said, our new reason to wake up. It's an amazing thing. So that in itself makes those struggles that we go through every day a little less of a burden to us, because that does not define us anymore. And not only that, but when this life passes, however our life may have looked or panned out, we have this amazing future with God in heaven for eternity, worshiping God. And the more you read about it and the more you think about it, the more exciting it really is. So we can't lose. Whether we live 20 years or live 90 years, whether our life goes exactly as we planned or whether it does not, we can't lose. Because for one thing, we're renewed, redeemed children of God, and live, and experience his love every day. It's really an amazing thing. So just something to think about today, and I hope you guys have a great day today. We'll see you soon.